You know, good morning. I have a question for you, my viewers, tonight. Or this morning. Are you a friend of foe? A lot of times we are quick to want to castigate, to blame people, to say, oh, there are no good friends these days, there are no sincere friends these days. But you yourself, who are you? Are you a good friend to that your friend? Who are you? What have you invested in the life of others? So this topic today says friend of foe. What are you? Be it in a marriage relationship, be it in friendships, relationship with your colleagues at work, relationship with your children, relationship with your neighbors, relationship with your siblings, relationship with your extended family members, your cousins, your aunties, your aunts, your nieces, your nephews, and all of that. Who are you? Are you a friend of foe? What do you add to the lives of people who come in contact with you? What do you add to their lives? Are you the type who cries when others cry, or you are the type who rejoices when you see others cry? Are you the type who when others are rejoicing or celebrating, it causes you to cry? You go quietly in the hidden corner and you begin to cry. Are you the type who feels sad when other people are celebrating? A friend comes and says to you they've been promoted at their place of work, and you may even pretend as if you are rejoicing with that friend, but right deep in the middle of your heart, you know you are not happy. So what kind of a friend are you? Are you that kind of friend that doesn't like all your friends, that doesn't like others to progress? Who are you? Are you a friend or a foe? What are you? You are married to a wife, and as she's trying to progress, trying to get some qualifications, trying to go up her career ladder, you become jealous. You begin to feel threatened as a husband. Anything she does, you begin to read meanings to it, that is because she's earning more now. She's earning as much as you, or she's earning more than you. That's why she's disrespecting you. Even no matter how much she tries as much as possible to be humble, to be gentle, you misinterpret her good intentions. Who are you? Are you a friend or a foe? You are a sister-in-law. You want the best for yourself. You want your husband to take care of you, to love you. You want your children to do well. You want everything to go well for you. You want your husband to listen to you, to buy you the most expensive jewelries, the wrappers and shoes and everything. And yet, what do you wish the women that your brothers are married to? You want them to suffer. You want them to be in pain. You go to your brother's house, you cause problems, you lie, you make up stories. Even you take additional steps. You go to witch doctors to go and do things in order to scatter your brother's marriage and her relation and the relationship with his wife. And you vow that it will be over your dead body that your brother's wife will find peace. But you desire peace in your own marriage. Who are you? Are you a friend or a foe? You're a mother-in-law. You've got your own daughters. You've got your own sons. As you are praying, you are wishing your daughter as well for them to marry the wealthiest men, the humblest men, the men that will love your daughters, that will take care of your daughters, never lay hands on your daughters, the men that will listen to your daughters, the men that will be the best, that will come and take care of you even as a mother-in-law. That's all you pray and you wish your daughters. But yet, none of your sons' wives, you are not at peace with them. You don't want to set eyes on them. You don't. All you are praying and wishing is that your sons don't love their wives, don't take care of their wives. Or you are scamming and plotting and conspiring to make sure that you destroy your sons' marriages. You are not even happy when children come into your sons' lives, because you begin to feel that the more children they have, the more they will be distracted from taking care of you. Who are you as a mother-in-law? Are you a mother-in-law? Are you a friend, or you are a fool? Who are you? You are a work colleague. You don't want promotion for any other work colleague. For those who are nurses, you want all the shifts in the hospital, in the ward, to be given to you. Once any other additional shift is given to your other colleagues, you become envious, you become angry, you begin to plot, you begin to think of how you will set that your colleague up so that they can sack him or her. But you bring food, you want all of you to eat together, you bring drink, you pretend as if you love that your colleague. You go behind, you set them up, you tell us kinds of stories to the manager, to the line manager, so that your colleague can be queried, and then eventually you actually vow that until that your colleague is sacked from that your place of work, you will not have sleep. Who are you? Are you a friend or you are a fool? Who are you? But when you see that your colleague, you pretend. Who are you? You are a friend. You sometimes you call, you're a man and you have friends that you've gone to primary school together, you've gone to secondary school together, universities together, depending on the level where you've met this your friend, and you are envious. You are comparing your wife with your friend's wife. You are comparing your friend's progress with your own progress. You are wishing that your friend will not progress. You are wishing that his marriage will not succeed. Sometimes you may even be a man. Your own marriage has packed up. You are maybe in your second marriage, or you are a divorcee. You are looking for how you pull your friend out of his own marriage because you want him to come to that camp of bachelors, so it will not be only you. And every time you keep giving your friend wrong advice so that he can leave his wife. Who are you? Are you a friend or a fool? You are a brother-in-law. All you do is to compare your own wife with your brother's wife. You want the whole family to put your own wife in their good books, but you plot and conspire to incite all other family members against your own brother's wife. You've already seen that your brother's wife is progressing. Since she came into your brother's life, there's progress. God is blessing them. You are not happy, so you are looking for a way to scatter everything, to destroy the marriage. You begin to plot and to plot. You begin to incite others. You begin to twist things. You begin to lie. You begin to become very diabolic and very manipulative in order to destroy your brother's happiness, because you feel that because you started before your brother, now God has blessed him. He has risen. He's doing very well. You are not happy about it because what you thought was going to work against your brother now became a blessing to him. So you begin to plot and to manipulate and to lie and to deceive. Who are you as a brother? Are you a friend or you are a fool? Who are you? You are a wife. You even though you say you are married, you have, anywhere you go to, you have boyfriends. Anywhere you go to go do business, you have boyfriends. If it's to go to the meat store, you have a boyfriend who gives you meat for free. If it's where they are selling rice, you have a boyfriend there who gives you rice for free. Anywhere you go, at your place of work, you are what the Nigerians call anima shaun. You are a free giver. Your body is not holy to you. You are not exclusively leaving your body to your husband. You are all about the woman about town. Even in fact, married women fear you, are wary of you even more than single girls, because any man you see, you want to sleep with the man. Any married man you see, you want to take that married man from the wife to make sure that you sleep with that man to take money from the man. You go get pregnant outside, you bring that pregnancy into your husband's house and you deceive that man. And a lot of times, even all your children, by the time they do DNA, those children end up not being the biological children of the man who paid your dowry, who is supposed to be your husband. You are never there for the man. You always compete with him. You become like a thorn in his flesh. Sometimes you go out, you go and borrow money to put the man to shame. You are always at a party. A married woman, every weekend you must buy a shwebi, you must go for party, you must dance, you must buy gold. You buy everything you buy is in credit. You don't feel anything bad about borrowing. Who are you? Did you come to increase that man's life or to decrease him? Who are you? Somebody cannot come and give you money to live for your husband, that you will leave that money for him. If somebody comes and says, oh, your husband is not around, take this 20,000 and give to your husband when he comes. You must steal from that money. You go into your husband's jacket, you steal money here and there. You are not reliable. You go from corner to corner, always having secret, always plotting, always busy, and your busyness is not for anything positive. Your busyness is to destroy, to pull, to bring your husband to shame, to bring your husband to disrepute. Who are you? Are you a friend or you are a fool? You are a man. You started from the scratch with your wife when you had nothing, when other women didn't see you. You professed love. She accepted you. She's been loyal. She's always loyal to you, working hard with you, building together with you. And at the time when you now find out that you don't need her anymore, you begin to manipulate. You begin to conjure things. You begin to run around in the street. You begin to cause pain to your wife. You begin to cause pain to your children. You begin to harden your heart. You begin to do things that even an ungodly person will not do. Nobody can talk to you. Nobody can correct you. Nobody can call you to attention. You make yourself a demigod. You forget karma. You forget nemesis. You forget the law of retribution. You now turn around to join with your extended family members who were not there for you when you had nothing. You now become best of friends. You begin to plot against that wife to bring her down, and even sometimes to eliminate her, to put her in trouble. Anything you are doing with her, you are recording, you are collecting evidences, you turn against her. You go to your friends, you spoil that wife to your friends. You go to your family members, you spoil that wife to your family members. You prefer outsiders, that woman that stood with you when you had nothing, just because you think you have now arrived. Who are you? Are you a friend or a foe? Do you remember karma? On all these categories of people that I've mentioned, whether you are a husband, whether you are a wife, whether you are a sister-in-law, a mother-in-law, a father-in-law, a niece, an uncle, whosoever you are, remember karma. Karma never forgets an address. Karma is the law of retribution. Karma is the law of nature that says, whatsoever you sow, that shall you reap. Remember karma. And if you can remember karma, perhaps that will make you to begin to have a rethink. Remember that the same thing you wish for yourself, you must wish it for others. Everything, if you're wishing evil for others, that same evil will come back at you. If you are pointing one finger at others, 4 other fingers are pointing back at you. So who are you? Are you a friend or a foe? Which will you prefer? Which will be more beneficial to you? If you begin to change from your ways and you begin to become a friend in your relationship, because for everybody that God has placed in your life, there's a reason why God placed that man, that husband in your life. There's a reason why God placed that wife in your life. There's a reason why God placed that friend in your life. There's a reason why God placed that sister-in-law in your life. There's a reason why God placed that mother-in-law in your life and that daughter-in-law in your life. God did not place people in your life for you to destroy them. God did not place people in your life for you to cause them tears. God did not place people in your life for you to cause them pain. You are a single lady. You don't want to start life with any young man that is struggling. There are thousands and millions of young men who are not married, who make passes at you. Then you laugh at them because perhaps they don't have the kind of job, they don't drive the kind of car that you want. You feel that they are struggling. You don't want to struggle with any single man. All your target is to target married men. You target married men. You are so desperate. You target married men. And even in these days, you come out openly. You boast with your full chest that you are taking another woman's husband. You cause the wife to cry. Sometimes you go diabolic. You turn the man spiritually against the wife to the extent that he doesn't even remember his family anymore. You want to take the man by fire, by force, because you are a spiritual kidnapper. You feel nobody will question you, nobody will ask you. But what you fail to understand is that God has heard the cries of that woman. God has heard the cries of her children. God has heard the cries of that man. Because a lot of times, that man, as you are manipulating him spiritually, as he's running away from his wife, he doesn't know what he's doing. You entangled him in your devilish and your satanic web, and you think that you have captured him. You've taken him away from his wife and his children. God has heard the tears of that man. You don't love that man. You are an enemy. You are a foe. You don't love that man. Unfortunately, because the man is gullible, he is not in his right senses, he may not know that you are behind everything. You are being manipulative. You are destroying not only the destiny of that man, you are destroying the destiny of the children, you are destroying the destiny of the wife. You are destroying so many people. So many people that family, if they were together, that they would have helped. But you snatch the man forcefully, diabolically away from the wife, and you are looking at yourself in the mirror and you are hitting your chest and you are hyping up yourself. Because all you want, you've seen that the man is driving a flashy car, you've seen that he has a good job, you've seen that now he's looking very well. Where were you when the man was suffering? Where were you when his wife stood by him? If you see any man, any good-looking married man, or any wealthy, comfortable married man, he has a story. There was a woman there with him when he had nothing. That is the story. But you don't want to hear the story. You don't want to start from the grass. You want to be a part of the grace. You are not a friend. You are a foe. There is no question about you. In the other categories that I asked them questions. Are they friends or foe? But directly I'm saying to you, you are not even a friend, you are a foe. And you know what happens to foe? Karma. is going to remember you. And the day karma remembers you, karma is going to knock at your door. Karma will feed you double portion. Karma will feed you double portion. No matter how much you want to take that man, your happiness will not be made complete. It will not be made whole. Well, the cries every day that the woman, that man's wife cries, and the children, every day that you deprive the children of their father, the karma is going to deprive you of your joy. Karma will deprive you of your joy. Karma will deprive you of every good thing in life. Karma will deprive you. Karma is coming now. It's coming to knock on your door. Because in your own case, there's no restitution until you release that man. Let him go back to his wife. Let him go back to his children. Let him go back to his original family. Let him go back to the wife of his youth. If you don't release him, every time that the woman cries, God will hear the cries of the woman. Every time that you deny the children of their father's love and their father's attention, you have broken so many solid relationships because you call yourself side chick. You hit your chest and you come out. Some of you now, you come out on social media. You are now fearless. You don't fear anymore. You don't have any conscience anymore. You even tell people openly that you are a good person, forgetting that you are destroying destinies, forgetting that you are causing other women to cry, forgetting that you are causing children, the relationship that they are supposed to build with their father. You come in and you destroy that relationship. Karma is going to remember you. Karma is coming to knock on your door. And when karma comes to knock on your door, even that woman, as she's crying, she has people who are surrounding her, giving her the support. But the day that karma will come knocking on your door, there will be nobody for you to hold on to. There will be nobody for you to hold on to. So it is now time for you to begin to think about karma and then to repent, to release that man. Let him go back to his wife. Let him go back to his children. Let him go back to his wife. Let him go and rebuild the relationship that you've already destroyed partly with the children. All your interests, you know you don't love that man. You know that what you love is because the man is already made. You know that what you love is the man's money. You know that what you love is the man's job. You know that what you love is the way the man is now looking fresh because another woman has taken care of her. If that man falls sick now, you know you're not going to be there for him. If he loses his job today, you know you're not going to be there for him. Precedence has shown that side chicks like you are always fair weather friends, always fair weather women. You have come to kill, to steal, and to destroy. You don't mean well for that man. You have destroyed so many men in the past, even in history books, even in the Bible. Women like you have destroyed so many men in the past. But you know this time around, God has heard the tears of that woman. God has heard the cries of those children that you've taken away from their fathers. You are a spiritual kidnapper. You come up on social media and you're talking about kidnapping, how people are kidnapping. But you are the #1 spiritual kidnapper. You kidnap men from their families. You kidnap men from their destinies. You kidnap men from their wives. You kidnap men from the stable life that God has given to them. You kidnap men, even spiritually, from their spiritual goal, the relationship they used to have with God. You kidnap men from the relationship. You blind their eyes. You think you have powers. You think you can manipulate and you can coerce them spiritually. You think you can be diabolic. But I tell you that very soon the scale is going to fall from the eyes of that man. And as the scale is falling up from his eyes, the law of karma is coming for you. Karma knows your address. Karma is coming for you. Karma is coming for you. And when karma comes for you, everything that you have stolen from that man, you will return it by hook or crook. Every money that you have stolen from that man, that you've taken from that man through deception, through spiritual manipulation, you will cough it out. You will cough it out. You will vomit everything out. Karma is coming for you. Be ready for karma. Now, back to the other categories. Husbands, wives, other categories that I've mentioned. This is the advice. For the side chicks, there's no advice for you because everything you are doing is intentional. When you see a grown man, you know he's married, he's not taking you to his house. He's always coming to your own house, taking you from one hotel to the other. Of course, you know he's married. Some of them, they are wearing their wedding ring. You don't care. You know he's married. So there's no remedy for you. The only remedy for you is for you to release that man. It's for you to leave that man. Let him go back to his wife and his children. That's the only remedy. If you refuse to do that, karma is coming and coming to knock on your door. It is guaranteed. Karma knows your address. Karma is coming. And the day karma enters into your house, you are going to vomit everything you have stolen from that man. Everything you have stolen from him spiritually. Everything you have stolen from him financially. Everything you've stolen from him emotionally. You will vomit it. And as you are vomiting it, your tongue will fill up your mouth. Your tongue will fill up your mouth. And the world will see the disadvantages of your wickedness. It will be seen by the whole world, and you'll be exposed and you'll be disgraced. But for the other categories I've mentioned, my advice would be, if when God places people in your life, people in your life, you don't need to cause them tears, you don't need to cause them pain, you don't need to cause them heartache. If you know you cannot help people, the advice would be, do not hurt them. If you know you cannot help people, the advice would be, do not hurt them. If you know you cannot help people, the advice would be, do not hurt them. Do not hurt people. Even if you know you cannot help them, do not bother to hurt them. If you know you cannot help people, leave them alone. Do not hurt them. Because whatsoever you sow in this life, that will you reap. If you sow good as a friend, as a husband, as a wife, as a child, as a mother-in-law, as a sister-in-law, as a niece, as a nephew, as an uncle, as an auntie, whatsoever you sow, that will you reap. So it is better for you to choose being a friend than to be a foe. It is better for you. Remember also, we're not in this life forever. The highest we will live 100 years, 110 years. We're old, feeble, and gray. If you remember that, then you begin to count and to number your days with fear and trembling. And then you'll be careful the things you do to other people. The other day I was watching a woman on, she has a platform on Facebook where she was crying tears. That woman should be in her 40s. She was crying tears about her dad that died. And she said she was very young when her dad left her mom to go and be with another woman. And that pain has been in her heart. And as she was talking about this thing, she was shedding tears. Anytime I watch that video, I feel so, my heart is always heavy to see that a matured woman like that, she still remembers the pain, the hardship that she, her other siblings, and her mom went through because of the interference of a strange woman. When people talk about strange women and the side chick, they think it's a joke. They think it's just about a man going to sleep with a woman and having a second wife or whatever, and they're saying African men are polygamous. It is more than that. It is deeper than that. The pain that children suffer, the cries that the wife go through, especially for women who have started from the scratch with a man when the man had nothing. It is like taking a knife and stabbing that woman behind her back. It is backstabbing. It is betrayal. So let's begin to take it seriously. Shame on these side chicks. Shame on these women who wait for men until they are already made and they come up openly and they are saying to you, I am not the first woman that will snatch a man from his wife. I am not the first woman. It happens in the industry. I am not the first woman. Shame on you people. Shame on you, Judy Austin in particular. Shame on you. Whatsoever you have sown in the family of the Edoches, that shall you definitely reap. Because in life, what goes around comes around. Very soon, soon and very soon, you will taste of the venom of your spleen.